Hello, hello. Welcome to this Monday's meditation. I am exceptionally well today, and I really hope the same for you as well. Um, this is a series of meditations beyond the I, beyond the ego. So we're contemplating in this series, what is our identity and how we are tied through our identity to our suffering, really, to all those beliefs that, cause us to be stressed and to rush and, to just not be present in life. Um, Today, what I, what came up first was a quote from Dune. It's one of my favorite books. I mean, the movies are nice, but the books are exceptional. Beginnings are such sensitive times. And like every time you start something or you meet with somebody, like you have to tread gently. And endings too. Endings also are sensitive times. And undoing these threads that hold us in our identity is a beginning and an ending. And so it's very sensitive. It's very sensitive. And it can feel so overwhelming and it can even feel painful. To undo those attachments to all those things that you thought you were and you held for truth for so long. And so in the process, it really behooves you to be gentle. Be really gentle with this ego in the process, because this is still who you are, is this, you know? And the questions of the work of Byron Katie use the mental process, the mental understanding, the thinking to actually undo these threads. And so it's very powerful. And the meditations can be a way to use a felt experience in stillness to reach out to the self, to connect to the self more deeply. Eckhart Tolle says when you lose touch with your inner stillness, you lose touch with yourself. And when you lose touch with yourself, that's when you lose yourself in the world. You lose yourself in these stories. You lose yourself in running everywhere. And meditation, of course, is a tool to connect to that inner stillness, to practice it. And it's not connecting to an inner story. That's not stillness. It really is about connecting to the awareness behind the stories. So you can have those stories coming through your mind and just notice there is a part of you that watches them. There's a part of you that experiences the stories. And that part is what holds all stories, like all of them, every single one. And when you listen to this awareness, it's vast. It's as vast as the space of the whole universe, surrounding, this puny little planet that we live on. A meditation can be a doorway into getting into touch with that. And body awareness can be a doorway into getting getting towards that stillness. There is nothing that can arise in your awareness that's not related to you. So you can check it out. Your body breathes air that connects you, and it connects all organisms on the planet, that same air. And the light of the sun shines on all of us, and the same earth carries us and feeds us. And the core of this identity, of this us, is the body. So the body is an interface between consciousness, and that's what we call reality. So the way you see and experience your body has a lot to do with how you see yourself in the world and how you interact with the world. Like you might think you have a beautiful body, or an ugly one, or somewhere in between, or you might think you're fit or not, or gender or a color, or, all of these are certain learned attributes that you identify yourself as. And so today what we'll do is we'll consider the body as part of the story. And this part of this meditation comes from, is inspired by a meditation by Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. So let's get ready to meditate. The invitation is always to sit comfortably and easily, with the spine erect and the chest open so the breath can flow freely. And just notice your special rhythm of breath today. Whether you've been sitting already and your breath is calm and relaxed, or if you have been running and you just sat down and your breath might be a little faster. Maybe you still got allergies. Your breath might be a bit congested. Whatever it is, this is your natural rhythm of breath right now. And the invitation is to close your eyes. Notice the sensation of the breath. The sensation of the air flowing into the nostrils. Going down the throat and expanding the chest. The air coming back out as the chest collapses. The simplest meditation on the breath, and that you can come back to always. Breath being a tie to your environment, to the earth. Could be a measure of health. Your mirror of emotional state. And can be used to change the emotional state as well. Noticing the support of breath. Noticing that there is absolutely nothing you have to do consciously to breathe. Your body knows all about it, even if you would decide to not breathe anymore. That is not a choice you could make. Not by holding the breath. And with the next inhalation, follow the sensation of the breath into the body. Going all the way down the body to your feet. Becoming aware of the feet. Noticing how they're touching, maybe each other, maybe the surface you're sitting on. Becoming aware of the inner body of feet. And ask yourself what would this be if you didn't have the story of feet? Just that felt sense. If your mind comes up with an explanation, thank it. Marvel at the answers it comes up with, and then ask again. And without that, become aware of the ankles. Lots of little bones in there that make the movement of the feet in all directions possible. Notice the sensation of the inner body of the ankles. And again, ask yourself, without my story of what this is, what would it be? Right now, just right now. And every time an answer arises, thank your mind. And then ask again. Become aware of the legs, the lower legs, the knees and the thighs. These beautiful legs that carry you. Become aware of the inner body, the sensation of legs. Become aware of the buttocks and the hips, area of the genitals. Noticing the pictures of body and anatomy that will arise in your mind as you bring your awareness to them. And then move to the felt sensation. About your story of body. What would this be? And become aware of your abdomen. Notice this beautiful, intricate and complex and miraculous machinery that keeps this body of yours running, providing energy, excreting waste, and thousands of metabolic processes that happen without you having to do a thing for it. Notice any tension, discomfort in that area. And just allow it to be. And become aware of the chest. Still collapsing and expanding with the gentle rhythm of breath. You might be able to feel the heartbeat. Keeping awareness on that felt sensation of chest. And shoulders. Arms and hands. Again, noticing any tension, maybe the desire to move. Once again, who would you be without the story of hands, shoulders, of tension? Just present with the sensation of that. And the length of the spine. So many stories in the spine. Nerves, blood vessels, bones, discs. So much tension can get held there. What would it feel like without the story? Just the felt awareness of being. Throat, jaw, tongue, temples, eyes, the forehead, the sides and the top of the head. And the inner body of head. And becoming aware of the whole body. Embodying your awareness. And taking a deep breath in. And breathing out. And once again, taking a deep breath in. And breathing out. And become aware of the surface you're sitting on. And become aware of your environment, room you're in, or maybe outside. And once more, become aware of the body. And as you open your eyes, see if you can retain some awareness of this whole body as you look around. And once again, take a deep breath in and let go. Thank you for joining me today with this meditation. The invitation, as usual, is to spend a couple of minutes, each day, maybe 5, maybe 10, to sit in that body awareness. You can, of course, listen to the whole meditation every day if you have the time to do that. But just do it every day. And then I will see you next week. So there will be one more meditation in the series next week, and then I will be on a break for 2 weeks, summer break, and then we'll finish the series after that. Have a good evening, and thanks for coming.